Hi guys, it's Veronica again. I wanted to talk today a video about some of the things that I have my daughter play with that are open-ended, like open-ended toys, and some activities that I have her do that I feel foster her imagination and keep her just, being creative and basically entertained. So I'm going to show you guys some of my favorite toys that she plays with and give you a quick little review of each toy. Okay, so the first thing are just basically blocks. Nothing special, they're literally just blocks. Just basic blocks that she uses to build what she says is, like her little houses for her animals, a farm. These blocks are great and she could do all kinds of things with them, especially blocks that have like different shapes. You want some that are more, I don't know, I guess a little complicated because, for example, this one's a little bit curved. And the good thing about that is she understands now that it's kind of hard to keep anything on this one because, it'll fall off. So she's kind of gotten creative with these ones. She'll do that and she'll, sometimes do this. And then she'll put another one right on top like that. So she challenges herself. That's why I really like blocks a lot. Okay, so that's that. And then some other toys that she plays with that are very open-ended are cars. Yes, my daughter loves cars. Early on, I introduced her to cars because, a lot of times people feel that cars are only, like little boys play with cars, but I don't think that's true. So she has a bunch of different cars. There's a whole bag of cars here. They're just basic little cars, nothing special. Just like this one, the door's open, and she's played with them so much, some of them are actually broken. The door opens, and she understands, she starts to learn what type of car this is, which is something I like. And then she has these little regular, I'm sure you guys have seen these. I think my mom gave her these. They're just like real basic little cars. You could probably buy these at the 99-cent store. There's nothing special about them, but she absolutely loves these cars. And then I have, this one car with the Curious George in the car. And this I just picked up at Home Goods. It's very cheap. I think it was like $3. And she plays with this all the time. She kind of pushes it around the living room. She has a train set that she sometimes puts the little cars, like these cars on the train set sometimes. And then there's like these little race cars. And these are kind of cool because you can you basically push them back and then they take off. So I like that. So cars are great for boys and girls. And, they can play with them outside, inside, pretty much anywhere. So there's a lot of cars. Another thing that she has that I really like she has a ton of puzzles. But the type of puzzles that I also really like, other than just like the basic puzzle that you can only do one way, are puzzles like this. They're called Puzzle Play. This one has 39 pieces. I got this at Home Goods, and it was $5.99. So, and the way it works is it comes with a variety of cards. So there's the elephant, there's the hippo, there is the tiger, and then the lion, the zebra, the goat. You get the point. But there's a ton of them, and she has all the parts here. And basically she just has to create whatever she sees. And she loves this puzzle. She loves this puzzle more than any of the puzzles that she has, more than like the puzzles that you can only do one way. And I believe the brand, I got it at Home Goods, like I said, but the brand is Kathy Ireland Kids. So you can probably find a puzzle like this on Amazon. But this is a great toy. And the next thing that I like is I like a lot of nature-based toys. So what I mean by that is sometimes it's kind of cool just to take your kid outside and have them pick up leaves and different things they find outside, like rocks, and then create a toy out of it. So I'm going to show you guys. My daughter has this entire big thing of pine cones and sticks, leaves, and rocks. And basically, one of her favorite things is to walk around the neighborhood and pick up things that she finds for what she calls her forest. So she makes a forest with this. And these pine cones are some that we picked up in front of our house. We have a tree that always has a lot of pine cones. So whenever we pick them up, she will paint them different colors, which is a great activity for your kids. Like if you go to the park, for example, if you take your kid to the park, I'm sure you'll probably find leaves and pine cones and, a variety of different things. You can pick those things up and have them paint them. It'll be fun for them. So anyhow, she'll paint the pine cones, and we have a ton, of course, as you can see. And she also plays with rocks that she picks up, and she'll paint them. And, she adds this to her forest. She gets just regular sticks, that she finds out when we're walking. And basic leaves. And sometimes she'll paint the leaves and the sticks. And then she has her animals that she, has playing in the forest. And she also has, I don't have them with me right now because I have no idea where my daughter put them, but I made my daughter a few little pig dolls. I'm sure you guys have heard of them. They're like just little pig people, and they're small. They're made out of wood. I bought some on Amazon.com, and then I painted them and I added fabric on them to make little outfits. And I am going to do a tutorial on how I did that, so you guys can see how easy it is, because it was extremely easy to do. And I love those pig dolls because I think just they're better than like the basic dolls, like the Barbie dolls, for example, that you find at like Toys R Us or something. Only because the Barbie dolls are sometimes like over sexualized. I don't know if that makes sense. Like they have a ton of makeup on, their hair is all like done perfectly, and so I made my daughter some pig dolls, and she loves them, and she constantly plays with them. That's why I don't know where they're at right now, because they're usually all over the house. So I will do a tutorial on how I made them. It's very, very simple. I'm not an artist, and I was able to, draw like hair and eyes and a whole little outfit on them, and it was like really easy. So then she just has different animals that live in her forest. Here's a bear and an elephant, and more leaves. And so she does have a book that I don't remember what it's called. It's in her room. I'll try to find it, but it's about this little boy in the forest, and that's where she got the idea that she wanted, to have a forest. So I told her, well, why don't we make a forest? And basically that's what we do. So that's that toy. And the next toy that I like, that is very open-ended, is, and I've talked about this toy in another video, but is this rainbow. It's by a company named Grimm's. I love this company because all their toys are very safe, non-toxic, eco-friendly. It's all wood, and it'll last a very, very, very long time. They're very good quality toys, and you can do a ton of things with this toy. Basically, what she does is she will, just build with it. She'll do a variety of different things with it. She'll do that. She'll put her peg people that I made for her in here. She will put her cars through them, her animals. So she does that. I mean, you can do a lot of the different things with this rainbow. You can get this on Amazon. It is pretty pricey. I think it cost us like $80 or something. I don't really remember, but I think it was like 80 something dollars. But there is on Etsy, I found a woman that makes these very similar for a lot cheaper. So I am going to purchase another one and from her, because I think it was like $12, which is like completely different. It was a little bit smaller, but it's fine. I mean, it wasn't that much smaller, and I'll link her store down below. Now, don't quote me. I don't remember exactly that if it was $12, but I just remember her having a variety of sizes for a variety of prices. And I know I saw one for $12 or so. So there's that. And another all-time favorite for a lot of kids Just basically Legos. Who doesn't love Legos? I mean, every kid loves Legos. And Legos, they're kind of like blocks, but a little bit different. I'm sure you guys have seen Legos before. They're not the first time. But she has a whole bag of Legos that she got from my best friend, who is a middle school teacher and teaches science. And she used the Legos, believe it or not, to teach science. I'm not really sure how she taught science, but with Legos. But she's a very creative teacher. So, anyways, I do prefer. I am sure you guys have heard me say this before. If you watch my channel, that I prefer more natural material toys like wood, for example. But I will make an exception for toys that I feel are educational or just, are very open-ended and yeah, great. So yeah, she plays with Legos constantly, and I'm not going to give a full review on the Legos because I'm sure you guys have heard of Legos. It's not the first time, and but I will tell you that it is a toy that will capture your child's attention for a very long time because there's so many things you can do with them. You could buy like people that connect, little people or whatever, little toy people that connect to the Legos, and I think animals too. I'm not really sure. I haven't looked into that, but I think I saw that one time at a toy store. So Legos is another open-ended toy that is a all-time favorite at our house. These ones specifically are the Mega Blocks, so they're not a choking hazard, which I like. So there's that. And then another toy that she plays with is another type of puzzle, I guess, by the same company that I showed you guys for that rainbow, and it is Grimm's. And this is, I talked about this, I did a review on this toy, and you guys can find it down below, I'll link it. But the way it works is you just you can do a variety of things with this, but the way that you put it together is you do that. That and like that. So, but my daughter usually, she'll put it together this way, or sometimes she'll put it together a variety of different ways. I mean, it doesn't have to go this way, but again, she uses this to create like a house for her little peg people that I was telling you guys about that are very small. She'll use her cars, her little cars on here sometimes. I mean, she does all kinds of things with these. I love this toy. So there's that. And then two activities that my daughter plays with a lot. She does do a lot of painting, and painting is perfect for like a 2-year-old, or even, I think I had her painting even before she was 2. I like painting because it keeps her occupied. She really loves it. I usually sit her down at this table that we have that has pretty much all kinds of paint all over it. And I really don't care because I like her to paint and get messy and just enjoy herself. And this type of paint, it's just regular Crayola paint, but you could wash it off, which is good. She's actually, when I wasn't looking, she pretty much dipped her whole entire hand in the paint and then just rubbed it all over her face. It was pretty funny. It was all over her clothes and her face, and that was completely fine. I didn't get mad at her because I just think it's hilarious, and I enjoy my daughter just getting messy when she's playing. I don't I don't freak out about her clothes getting dirty or anything like that. And you have to let your kids just have fun, just explore, and that's how they learn. So painting is a great activity for a kid. It's open-ended. Why? Because she can create a lot of different things with paint. Again, she can paint pine cones. She paints leaves. She'll paint sticks. She'll paint on paper. She does, like I have, God, what do we paint else? Rocks. I mean, we do all kinds of things with paint. So that's definitely a great open-ended activity or toy, whatever you want to call it, that my daughter does. And then another thing she does, which I will do a full review on the brand that I bought, but is kinetic sand. Absolutely love kinetic sand. She plays with this all the time. And the reason I like kinetic sand so much better than like Play-Doh is because at least maybe when she was younger, Play-Doh was a little harder for her to, and even now still, like, to basically when with Play-Doh, she wants to make it really flat, and then use all her little tools that she has to create like a circle or a star or whatever. But the hard part for her, because her hands are not strong enough yet, is to get the Play-Doh to, to go flat. So I'm usually having to sit there, which I don't mind, but I'm usually having to sit there all the time and like assist her in making the Play-Doh flat, which is fine. But sometimes, I kind of want to sit her down and have her play while I maybe do, make some food or whatever. So this is great because if you haven't heard of kinetic sand, I mean, she does it, your hands, for little toddlers, your hands don't have to be that strong. You can do all kinds of things. You can make it flat yourself. You don't have to sit there with them every second. She will use her shape sorters like the star and heart and circles and squares and triangles. Basically all those things that you buy, those shape sorters that you buy for Play-Doh, you can use with kinetic sand. Yeah, and that's it, guys. I hear my daughter. I think she just woke up. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for subscribing. Bye. Have a great day.